All of these overlapping networks of sites and site inventories might be confusing at first. However, they are there to assist you to produce the inventory of internationally and nationally important sites for AEWA populations in your country by sharing the existing inventories. It is recommended to review this information through a systematic, stepwise approach. This video tutorial will guide you through the process recommended in the guidance notes using Kenya as an example. We recommend that you start the selection of data by working through the interactive map of the sites of international importance. To do this, we suggest that you work with the default settings of the map, which means that you have the graticule and the layers for Ramsar sites, IBAs, critical sites, and if you are an EU member state, for the SBAs switched on and all other layers switched off. We suggest that you scan the map systematically from the west to the east, moving from north to south, row by row. In our example, the first site we can come across is Lake Turkana. When you find a site of international importance on the map, identify which inventory the site is listed in. As already shown, the colour indicates the type of the site. If colours are mixed, then probably different types of sites overlap. You can determine which types of sites are there by switching the tick boxes in the layer menu on and off. You can also look up and copy the site ID and site name by clicking on the site. Once you have established the type or types of site, look up the data in the relevant Excel worksheets. For example, the purple and orange colours tell us that Lake Turkana is listed both as an IBA and as a critical site. You can use the relevant site ID or site name to filter the records for the site in the relevant worksheets. To do this, first you need to set up the filters on the worksheets, which you can do from the Data menu by clicking on the Auto Filters option. So we search for the site by its name first in the IBA dataset. Then we search using the site ID in the CSN dataset. If the same site is listed in more than one of the inventories, e.g. both in the IBA and CSN, then compare the records carefully. The easiest way to do this is to click on the Window menu and select New Window. This will create a virtual copy of the file. Select the Window menu again and click on Arrange and select Horizontal. Then select the IBA tab in one of the windows and CSN in the other. You may also wish to sort the records alphabetically by species name. Many records might be the same, but there may also be differences. In the Lake Turkana example, we have identical records for little stint, Caspian plover, common ringed plover, Kiplitz plover, pink-backed pelican and greater flamingo in both datasets. However, there are additional records for the species group waterbirds A4111, which indicates that this site would qualify as a Ramsar site under Ramsar Criterion 5, supporting more than 20,000 waterbirds, and also for spur-winged lapwing. Once you have identified the records to be used in the site nomination, mark these records with Yes in column Q in the worksheet. If you have identical IBA and critical site records, we suggest using the critical site ones because that also includes the population name. Mark the records selected not to be included in the site nomination with No in column Q, and provide the reason why you do not want to use that record in column R. We show two examples here. Spur-winged lapwing is not an AEWA population. There are several records in the IBA dataset that are duplicates of the critical sites data. Once you have filled in columns Q and R for each record in all the relevant worksheets for a set of overlapping sites, filter on records with Yes in column Q in each relevant sheet. Select the records from columns A to P and copy and paste these records into the nomination sheet. As you can see, these data are rather old. If you have more up-to-date data for any of the qualifying populations, please overwrite the relevant figures in columns H to I and L to P in the nomination sheet, and indicate Update in column A of the same sheet.